uncertain. International relations are shaky, and the deep state is pushing up the idea that COVID-19 is getting worse. You can't count on anyone except yourself. That's why many investors are deciding to buy gold and silver and keep it with them. It's the only way they can feel secure. Noble Gold is your perfect choice. You can have your precious metal shipping right to your door. Here's a great place to start. This 4-set of American Eagle 22-karat gold coins is the perfect investment. You know why? Because they're changing the design, and that means in less than a year, you'll be holding a rare and valuable collection. And all 4 of these $5, $10, $25, and $50 coins are bullion-grade proofs, authenticated by the U.S. Mint. There are just 20 sets around, so it's first come, first serve. There's also a mystery surprise extra coin as a holiday gift with each set. Discover more and call Noble Gold at 877-646-5347. That's Noble Gold at 877-646-5347. Or click the link in the description. Let's get into the economic collapse financial news. Now, Trump and the Patriots, what they've been doing, they've been showing the American people what the economy, what the world would be like under the rule of the deep state, of the elite, of the central bank. People are now seeing it. During Trump's first 4 years, look what he did, and this was done on purpose. He put the United States on the right track. He used the central bank's weapons against them. Market manipulation, interest rates, stimulus, you name it. He renegotiated trade deals. He placed tariffs on China. He gave that money to farmers to help them out. For every new regulation, he removed 8 regulations, which allowed businesses to thrive. This was done on purpose. Yes, he wanted to make America great, but this was not his only agenda. Because remember, this whole entire plan is not just a play within the central bank illusionary economy. The entire plan is to destroy the illusion, destroy the deep state, and transition the economy into a new economy that is run by we the people. And the only way to do this is by public opinion, by having the American people behind you, understanding, wow, look what Trump did. He made the economy incredible. People had jobs. Wages were going up. People in neighborhoods had opportunity zones where businesses were moving in. People were doing a lot better. Then we had Biden come along. And remember, it's not just Biden. It's the deep state, central bank. It's the same people that were there before Trump. Now, Trump, he did a lot during his 4 years. So they had to come in and they had to remove and undo everything that he did. Again, this is accelerating their plan. Plus, you can see what they're doing in real time. Remember, the deep state, the central banks, they move very, very slowly. They don't want the people to understand what's going on here. They came into power in 1913. Here we are in 2021. They started to accelerate their plan back in 2008. Remember, that was going to be a 16-year plan moving forward. 16 years. Here we have Trump undoing everything in 4 years, and we have Biden undoing everything that Trump did in a month. This way, the people can see it. They see it very, very clearly. And if you look at what Biden and behind him, who's controlling him because he's a puppet, we see millions of Americans, they're projected to remain jobless for the next 3 to 4 years. Now, this is according to a Congressional Budget Office report that they put out. Is Biden going to fill new jobs with American workers? No, he's bringing in foreign workers. This is going to be a lot worse, and people are starting to take notice. Actually, Peter Doocy from Fox News, surprising that he even asked this question, he said to Jen Psaki, all right, you're laying off all these people, and they're not going to have jobs, and you keep saying there's going to be jobs in the new world where they're creating green jobs. When are these people going to get these jobs? Because how are they going to pay their mortgage, feed their family, pay their car? How are they going to live? When will they be employed again? She couldn't give him an answer. Is it going to be a month, 2 months, a year, 3 years, 5 years? And what kind of jobs are they going to be? Remember, under Obama, and Joe Biden was part of this, remember all the companies they started, the solar panel companies and all these different companies? They all went bankrupt. 8 years telling us we're going green, and all the companies are bankrupt. Yes, and they're bankrupt before Trump even came into office. And the people are seeing this very, very clearly now. Actually, the AFL-CIO president, he was in an interview on Axios HBO, and he was shocked that Biden just went ahead and canceled all these jobs because this individual, he was pushing for Biden. Yes, people are starting to see this. And Don Jr. tweeted this out about the pipeline. Foreign pipelines that Trump shut down are back in business, but American pipelines that employ American workers and create American energy independence are shut down and the jobs are destroyed. The Democrat America last policy in action. So the pipeline, that's not part of America, that opened back up, and the pipeline here in the United States shut down and jobs are lost. Let's talk about investing. The economy is too uncertain. International relations are shaky. You can't count on anyone except yourself. That's why many investors are deciding to buy gold and silver and keep it with them. Noble Gold is your perfect choice. You can have your precious metal shipping right to your door. Here's a great place to start. This 4 set of American Eagle 22-karat gold coins is the perfect investment. And all 4 of these, $5, $10, $25, and $50 coins, are bullion-grade proofs, authenticated by the U.S. Mint. There are just 20 sets around, so it's first come, first serve. There's also a mystery surprise extra coin as a holiday gift with each set. Discover more and call Noble Gold at 877-646-5347 or click the link in the description. This makes no sense whatsoever, and the people are saying this too. They're confused. Why is he destroying jobs? Now, he's destroying jobs during a pandemic. Remember, he kept saying we're in a dark winter. We have to buckle down. So why would he destroy jobs during this time in history where people are finding it very difficult to make ends meet, where a lot of people, they're not working right now? Why would he lay off even more people? Because the people that are controlling him, they don't care about that. They care about putting everything back on track. Remember, they have a 16-year agenda. They're moving forward with it. They don't care about the American people. Remember, the central bank, the deep state, the elite, they have no allegiance to a country, to a people. All they have allegiance to is themselves, control. If people die, it makes no difference. If people are out of work, it makes no difference. They don't care. Now, what's very interesting is something happened today where Elon Musk, he bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin and will accept Bitcoin to purchase his cars now. Now, this is very interesting, which made Bitcoin shoot up. Now, I know a lot of people think you can't control Bitcoin, but when you look at the central bank, they can control it through the paper markets. Now, if Elon Musk decides to dump Bitcoin tomorrow, or somebody else decides to dump Bitcoin, what happens to the market? It can drop, yes. Can you change the coding of the blockchain? No. But they do have ways of manipulating. Anything can be really manipulated. And this is why you need checks and balances. You need people in the right position to make sure that you can't and you don't do this. But this is a very interesting thing that he has done here. And I just want to go back to Trump's tweets about Bitcoin, about the central bank, and about the dollar. And this is what he wrote. And this is back in July 11, 2019. I'm not a fan of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, which are not money, for whose value is highly volatile and based on thin air. Unregulated crypto assets can facilitate unlawful behavior, including drug trade and other illegal activity. Yes, that is true, but so can regulated currency. Look at the dollar today, the paper dollar. Look at the banks. Let me continue. Similarly, Facebook Libra's virtual currency, which never took off, will have little standing or dependability. If Facebook and other companies want to become a bank, they must seek a new banking charter and become subject to all banking regulations, just like other banks, both national and international. We have only one real currency in the USA, and it's stronger than ever, both dependable and reliable. It is by far the most dominant currency anywhere in the world, and will always stay that way. It is called the United States dollar. Now, what's very interesting is you need to look at his wording here. It's not the Federal Reserve note. That's what we're using today. The United States dollar. Remember, in 1913, the currency changed. The currency moved from we the people, which was controlling the currency, the creation of currency, which was hooked to gold. It moved over to the central bank, the private Western Central Bank called the Federal Reserve. At that point, they created the Federal Reserve note. From that point on until today, everything has been called the Federal Reserve note. It is a debt note. It's not the United States dollar. It is created by the Federal Reserve. It belongs to them. It does not belong to the United States. The United States is borrowing this currency, and we're borrowing it with interest attached. If you go back in time before 1913, you can see the currency, and it does not have the Federal Reserve note. It has the United States on it, period. That is it. And I think what he's talking about is going back to sound money, going back to we the people that create this currency, backed by sound money. Could be gold, silver, and maybe it could be a cryptocurrency. We don't know as of yet. Remember, we're in an electronic age today. So, yes, gold can be a backstop. Yes, cryptocurrency can be used. It'd be created by the United States, not the Federal Reserve. And we, the people, we would control it. That's how the founding fathers actually wanted it. And I do believe that's where we're headed. Trump, he needed the American people to see what the deep state, what the central bankers have planned, how they don't care about the American worker, how they don't want to make America great again. Trump, in his first 4 years, he needed to play with inside the central bank illusion. He needed to use all their weapons and control the manipulation to work in his favor. He needed to redo trade deals, redo NAFTA, remove regulations, give people tax breaks, sign a lot of executive orders, force the Biden administration to reverse everything. Because when you start reversing things where people were doing well, wages were going up, people had jobs, industries started to expand, people don't want to lose that. And when things go the opposite way and you lose your job, your business isn't doing as well, you take notice. This is all in preparation for the transition. Remember, this is going to be going up against the private Western Central Bank. This is going to be going up against a very powerful force. Yes, the deep state is powerful. Yes, the swamp is deep and wide, but it includes the private Western Central Bank. Trump has been setting all of this up. Trump has been preparing for this